Hey guys, this is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching with a quick 5-minute trade review. Basically, this is just going to review the zones. I'll go into a more detailed trade review later in the evening. I want to give a quick picture of what we were looking for coming into the day. Before I do that, let me get the disclaimer up here. Basically, this says, know what you're trading. This is for educational purposes only. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Be aware that you can lose all your money trading futures. You can also make a lot of money trading futures, but both sides of the coin is fair. And there's the rest of the legal notice. So jumping into the day, first of all, because we were coming back from a holiday session, we wanted to see what the first hour looked like. And it was a good thing that we did because we ended up with quite diverse markets, right? NASDAQ actually, let me pull this in real quick. NASDAQ actually opened up into, opened up but not as strong as ES did, right? So it opened up and then immediately tested down into last week's low. However, you'll notice that NQ bounced about 9:10 a.m. and ES didn't hit a bottom until 9:30 a.m. So the goal of the zones, let me get back to this since I'm trying to keep this to 5 minutes, was always a challenge for me, right? The goal of the zones is to have first touch of the zones, come in, this is the zone, come in, tag it, and push out in a relatively short period of time. And you can see we hit this first zone. It was Monday's low, and you can see they tried to hold it for 20 minutes and it then failed. We did not take this zone. We were simply looking to sidestep the first hour of the day. We were targeting along at a 24.1850 to 24.1550. It simply didn't hit. Not a big deal. It simply did not move to our key location, and our white zones are our key locations. But if you'll notice, the other part of the plan was that buyers could be in overall control, and the reason we thought that is because ES simply has had an inability to roll to the downside. So even though we missed our long side trade, you'll notice the market rolled all the way back through here. No shorts in here, right? So really important to remember because a lot of people, it appears from messages I got through the day, really got roiled in here thinking ES was finally going to roll to the downside. But if you'll notice trade location wise, this 24.32 to 24.34 zone, for those that simply trade the zones, right? This was well after the Fed had released their information, pushes right into 24.32, and then proceeds to roll down towards 24.27. So that was good for 4 points. Moving on again to the zones in NQ, and as you can see, we're still, the 32.34 zone is just sticking right into the close. And then you can also see here into the close in NQ that we opened up. We backside tested last week's low. This was not a zone for me. This is simply a visual reference point. Our key support area was this 55.73 1/4 to 55.51 1/4. ES did not push in there during the regular trading hours. We did push in during Globex. And then we stopped and turned around. And you can see this is key for why having good trade location is important, right? You see we pushed into Friday's low. That's not a zone. The white zone was our key location to take a trade out of. It pushed to 56.60 to 56.69 and then gave you almost, out of that 56.60, almost a 20-point rotation. That's $400 a contract for those that took the trade in that location. And you can see earlier on first touch, it came right to the tick and then rolled down again, almost 20 points. So the key idea, having a trade plan, having a risk plan, knowing your trade locations, right? And keeping a calm, cool mind and following process over and over again. This is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. I will release a more detailed trade review through the course of the week to the public. But this is just to give an idea of exactly how the zones work when they first push in. A lot of people have had questions about that. Combined with context. The context was we were coming back from holiday. We wanted to give the first hour a chance to play out. Even if you took the first zone, again, there were counter rotations out of that first zone. We just missed the 24.1850. That would have been a beautiful long side trade. And then finally on NQ, we weren't able to get into the key support area. No shorts up into the white zone, and then that gave a beautiful key 20-point rotation down. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. Have a written trade plan. Have a strategy and have an ability to follow process over and over again. That's what it takes to become a successful trader. Have a great day, guys.